10 reasons why Boris' withdrawal agreement is bad for the UK. That's what I want to talk about in this video. I'm Mark, greetings from Germany, welcome to my channel and welcome to a new Brexit video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell and the notifications so you won't miss my new Brexit videos in the future. So today I'm going to talk about the negatives of the withdrawal agreement, but don't worry, my next video will be about the positives. But my next video is due on Wednesday, so I didn't want to start with the positives today and then on Christmas bring the negatives. But now let's immediately start with reason number 1. And it's one of the major ones. On February 1st, nothing really happens except that the UK has to leave the European Parliament, the European Council, the Council of the EU, and so on and so on and so on. So until December the 31st, 2020, it's mostly Brexit by name only. And that leads directly to reason number 2. EU law is still applicable in and to the United Kingdom during the transition period. That includes all new laws legislated after the 31st of January, because the only laws that don't apply to the UK anymore are some of the important ones. For example, the ones that give the right for nomination, appointment or election of members of the institution, bodies, offices and agency of the EU, and the laws that gives the right to take part in decision making, for example, or to attend meetings of the institutions. Reason number 3. Access to all networks ends with the transition period. And the one who has to make sure that it really happens is the UK, not the EU and the UK, it's just the UK. And the UK has to cover all the costs for this access until then, and other upcoming costs around stuff like this in the transition period. And that is all additional to the agreed payment. Reason number 4. The European Court of Justice will have jurisdiction over the UK during the time of the transition period. And not that alone, because even after the transition period, the ECJ might still rule on all matters regarding the withdrawal agreement for further 8 years after the transition period. Reason number 5. In the, after what Boris Johnson said, improbable situation that the UK might decide that they need an extension of the transition period, the deadline will be most probably over because it's too close to the exit date in January. Reason number 6. Former British MEPs and British bureaucrats from the EU will never have to pay into national social security systems in the United Kingdom on the pensions they earn. And the UK will have to make payments for these pensions for years after the transition period until, and I don't want to make this sound bad, until everyone's dead who's getting pensions from that. And the EU will calculate the amount out of these commitments that the UK has to pay annually. And the EU will communicate to the UK until the 31st of March every year how much that is. Reason number 7. Until the end of the transition period, the UK has to refrain from any initiative or action which is likely to be prejudicial to the EU's interest. So there are a lot of shackles on the UK during the transition period regarding their freedom of acting that Boris Johnson was always talking about and many Brexiteers were talking about. They will not really apply during the transition period. Reason number 8. And during the transition period, the UK can negotiate, sign and ratify international deals. And with that I mean in areas where until now the EU has the exclusive right to negotiate. But these treaties cannot enter into force or apply during the transition period unless the EU allows it. So just as an example, if Boris Johnson can get one of his really quick free trade agreements, they will not get into place in 2020. Reason number 9. The relative stability keys for the allocation of fishing opportunities will maintain during the transition period. So also in the area of fishing, there is no freedom in 2020. And of course there is reason number 10. After the transition period, there will de facto be a trade border between Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is in the UK custom union, but it also falls under the custom union's rule of the EU. And what slowly is admitted, there will have to be checks of goods that come from Great Britain to Northern Ireland if there's only the slightest chance that they will just go through Northern Ireland to the Republic of Ireland. But what that means, that there is a chance they go there, hasn't even been made clear yet. A joint commission that has to be set up still will determine what that means. So at the time the withdrawal agreement gets into place and gets into action, they will not even have decided what that means. So the Parliament has some parts of an agreement there they're voted on, and today when I'm filming this, they just had the second reading of the withdrawal bill, and there are parts in it where they don't know what they're voting for. So that's not that pleasant. If you do like to speculate a bit, and if you do like to think a little bit about the past, and want to know if there was a way all of this could have been prevented, for example in form of another electoral system, just have a look on the video here on the screen. You may be surprised of the outcome of that video. I'll see you there. Viel Spaß!